We're just about ready to start basketball now from the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. And jumping it up for the Cornell Big Red, Mike Lucas going up against Herb King of Northern Iowa. The tap is up in the air, and it's controlled by Northern Iowa. This basketball game is underway. Brent Carmichael walking the ball up, throws it on the left wing to Lonnie Mead. Lonnie Mead in the far corner, back out to Carmichael. They work the other side with Herb King. Back on top to Carmichael. Mead on the far side of the circle, left side. Chicken Jackson back on top to Carmichael. Herb King comes up to take a pass on the high post, throws it right wing to Mead, back on top to Carmichael. Now to Mead on the right wing once again, top of the key. Chicken Jackson coming out, looking left, throws right to Mead. Mead thinking about the shot, goes top of the circle to Brent Carmichael. He dribbles in, takes a shot from about 15, it's no good. And the rebound is brought down by Cornell's Ken Banham. Banham laying it off now to a teammate, that's George Hall. George Hall working the right wing. Throws it other side to Tryon. Tryon on the far sideline, back outside to Hall. Left side they go to Bomba. Bomba on the left wing. Circles outside, working on a left-handed dribble, trying to take the baseline, won't go, passes outside to Tryon, beyond his reach. Carmichael intercepts, lays up the block, and Block lays it up and in. Jay Block gets the first 2 points of the basketball game off a bad pass from a Cornell winger, and it is now 2-0 in favor of Northern Iowa. 18:50 left to go in the first half. You're listening to this game on WHO Sports Radio live from the Unidome in Cedar Falls. First foul of the basketball game. It's called against Dwayne Chicken Jackson of Northern Iowa as Lucas was taking the right baseline, or the far baseline as we're seated here. Common foul will be taken out of bounds underneath the Cornell basket in the person of Brad Bomba from Bloomington, Indiana, 6'7" sophomore. Now here comes Cornell. Tryon on the top of the key. Goes to Hall in the corner, left side. Bomba hits from the left corner, left all alone. We have a tie game at 2-2. Here comes with Carmichael on the left hash mark. Right wing to King, top of the key, Carmichael, left side, Jackson. Jackson in trouble, now throws far corner to Mead. Mead uncorks and swish, the ball goes through the basket, and it's 4-2 in favor of Northern Iowa. 18:15 remaining until halftime. Ron Tryon walks the ball up the court for the Cornell Big Red. He's working on the left backcourt, bounce pass, high post to Lucas. Lucas at the top of the circle goes right wing to Hall. Hall looking to drive down the wing, being guarded by Lonnie Mead, circles back outside, now takes the wing, still can't get anything, takes the baseline, passes underneath to Lucas, and the ball taken away by Jay Block right underneath the basket. They tried to force the baseline, couldn't get it. Jackson underneath puts it up, and it's no good, but the foul will be called against the Big Red player from Cornell.
Carmichael coming down the floor made a real nice pass underneath to Chicken Jackson, who was wide open. And as we mentioned, Mike, both teams are starting out man-to-man. UNI was in a 2-3 zone just briefly on the out-of-bounds play after the foul, but both teams are playing a tight man-to-man defense.
Brad Bomba of Bloomington, Indiana, assessed the foul. That is his first, team's first. Jackson in the process of shooting when the foul occurred. He gets two, hits the first of two. It's 5-2 in favor of Northern Iowa. The Panthers leading the Big Red by 3 points. 17:47 left to go in the first half. Jackson lets fly with the other one. No good. Mead on the tap. It almost falls in, and the rebound comes down to Lucas. Lays off to Tryon. Tryon across the line. Might take it all the way. Throws right winger. Tried to get it to Lucas. Carmichael takes it away. Lays it up. It's no good. And the foul called on Tryon as Brett Carmichael was driving down. He was shoved from behind. Lonnie Mead trying to get the stuff on the rebound, knocked the rim off its mooring, and we have those new collapsible rims this year, so the rim is sitting there just down, hanging down from the backboard. Now, Dwayne Jackson forces the rim back up, Jerry.
Really a nice steal by Carmichael, and he really got hammered going in there, and either Mead or Chicken Jackson come in there, and he really stuffed the rebound shot, but the foul had already been called, and they did bring the collapsible rim down.
Well, as we say, it was Mead on the follow. He wasn't able to get the stuff. It is 5-2 in favor of the University of Northern Iowa Panthers. Now, apparently, a technical foul has been called.
Yeah, they assessed a technical foul against Mead. He did hang on the rim on the rebound stuff that he did make.
So the foul, as we say, called against Carmichael. He'll have two shots. All the players have been cleared out of the lane area because the play can't occur after these foul shots anyway. The play will occur after the technical shots by Cornell, and Cornell will get the ball out of bounds. First shot by Carmichael, good. Second shot, good as well. It is now 7-2 in favor of Northern Iowa, but Cornell has a great chance to come up and cut that lead down to possibly, well, looking at it here, they could cut it down to 4 points.
Yeah, they'll go to the line and shoot one on the technical, and then they'll get the ball out of bounds.
one-shot technical foul, shooting the ball Tryon for Cornell. Gets it. It's 7-3, and now the Cornell Big Red could reduce that lead to 2 points right here if they get the basket.
UNI is in a 2-3 zone now. They went out of their man-to-man.
Here comes Hall. He's working on the left backcourt. Between the circles, Tryon. Right corner, Lucas with the shot. No good. Block on the rebound for Northern Iowa. Releases to Carmichael. Carmichael stops at the foul line, extended near side. Passes right wing to Meade. Cross-court pass intended for Jay Block, and it's picked up by Tryon for Cornell. He's in the attack zone, working on the far backcourt against Brent Carmichael. On the far sideline, circles back out, hits Bamba in the left backcourt between the circles. Throws it back now for Tryon. Tryon drives the left wing, stops. Bounce pass high post to Cornell's Kenny Banham. And Kenny Banham finishing a pass underneath to one of his postmen, Brad Bamba. The ball knocked out of bounds. It belongs to Cornell, down by 4 points at 7-3. 16:52 left until halftime. Cornell inbounds the ball. This is Tryon, top of the circle. Far side to Bamba. Back to Tryon. Left wing, Hall free from 18. It's no good. Hits the heel of the rim. The rebound by Dwayne Chicken Jackson. He releases to Carmichael. Carmichael into the attack zone. Standing in the circle, laying it off for Chicken Jackson as Jackson drives the left wing. A foul is called. And the offensive foul going against Dwayne Chicken Jackson on Dwayne. That is number 10 team foul, number 2 on the Northern Iowa Panthers for tonight. Meade takes the ball away from Hall as Hall is standing between the circles. Meade misses the layup. Foul will be called anyway against the Cornell player as Tryon was moving with Meade as Meade took the fast break.
UNI is doing something which I haven't seen them do yet this year. They've been changing up defenses. That time they were, when they came down.
That foul was called on a Cornell player. It goes against Ron Tryon, 6'1" sophomore guard from Elmira, New York. Now Lonnie Meade from Raleigh, Iowa, shooting the foul shot. First one is up and in. It's a 2-shot foul since he was fouled in the act of shooting. Our score is Northern Iowa 8, Cornell 3, 16-17 remaining until intermission. Meade's second shot is good. It is now 9-3, UNI by 6 points. Cornell trying to take it out of bounds. Full court pressure applied. Bamba gets rid of it to Hall. Hall driving down the court. Stops. Now he's between the circles. Calls the play. Has Les Daggs, who just checked into the basketball game. Les Daggs from Detroit, a 5'10" freshman guard. Back to Hall at the top of the circle. Right sideline to Daggs. Daggs waiting, pivoting back outside to Hall between the circles. Left wing, they work to Bamba. Bamba releases the ball from about 17, no good. And as Lucas was going up for the rebound for Cornell, somebody got Lucas across the back. It's on Dwayne Chicken Jackson. Now that's his second foul. We earlier said he had 2, but that is now his second. And his team foul number 2 on the Panthers. Cornell has 3. Common foul taken out of bounds by the Big Red. Daggs on the left backcourt. Works it left side to Bamba. Cross-court pass for Lucas. He's being taken in the baseline nicely by Jackson, who knocks the ball away, but Cornell retrieves with the Daggs, and they set it up once again between the circles. Daggs to Bamba on left wing. Back to Daggs. Right side to Hall. Back outside to Daggs. He's dribbling at the head of the key. Left side to Bamba. Double team. Takes 3. Puts the shot up and in. But he traveled with the ball. I thought a foul would be called there in the process of getting the shot up, but I didn't see any contact, and indeed there was none. It was simply a traveling call on Brad Bamba of Cornell, and so Northern Iowa takes the ball, Jerry.
Yeah, he drug his foot on that one. He was open and looked at it, and then he drug his foot and went ahead and shot it.
So here are the Panthers on the attack with 15-13 left to go until halftime. Meade from the left baseline 10 feet away. No. The rebound down by Daggs. Daggs drives all the way down, thinks about driving the right wing, now stops and throws it between the circles for Hall. Right sideline to Daggs. Daggs with the ball above his head. Goes back to Hall, inside to Lucas. Lucas back outside to Daggs on the right wing, top of the key. Hall pivots, reverse, throws it on the right hash mark for Daggs. Northern Iowa playing good defense on the inside. Cornell having a very, very tough time getting inside against the likes of Lonnie Meade, Jay Block, and Herb King. High post, Bamba in the circle, fakes right, shoots. It's no good against the heel of the rim. The rebound by Banham against the glass and in. It is 9-5 in favor of Northern Iowa. 4-point lead for the Panthers, 14.5 minutes to go until halftime. Here's Brent Carmichael for UNI to Dwayne Chicken Jackson on the foul line extended. Left wing to Herb King. Now in the circle, this is Jackson. Next to him, Meade. Right wing, Carmichael. Back out top to Jackson. Left side, they go to Lonnie Meade. Lonnie Meade trying to force a pass inside on the low post to block. Back outside, Jackson. He is free, and he hits. From about 18 feet away on the left sideline, Dwayne Chicken Jackson gives the Panthers a 6-point lead. We just crossed the 14-minute barrier, and here comes Daggs for Cornell. Bounces the pass right side to Hall. Hall shot from about 20, no good. Rebound, Bannon, no good as well underneath the basket, and he was fouled by Lonnie Meade of the Panthers.
Yeah, he had good inside position that time on the rebound. The shot came up short, just nicked the rim, and he would have had an easy 2 points if Lonnie Meade hadn't fouled him from behind.
On Lonnie, that is team foul, well, I should say it's one foul on Lonnie, team foul number 3 on Northern Iowa. Cornell also has 3 fouls. Our score is 11-5 in favor of the Panthers. And to the line, Kenny Bantam hits the first of his 2 free throws. A 6'7" freshman from Roosevelt, New York, now makes it 11-6 in favor of Northern Iowa. Trying to decrease that Panther lead, does so. It's now a 4-point lead at 11-7. Here comes Northern Iowa on the attack with Brent Carmichael dribbling with his right hand. He's across the line in the near backcourt. Right wing, he goes to Jackson. Medium post block, drives, puts it up. It's no good. He forced the shot. The rebound down to the Cornell Big Red with Hall giving it to Daggs. Daggs across the line in the near backcourt between the circles. Throws it left side to Bamba. Bamba looking inside for a pass. Can't get anything. Trying to fake Jay Block. Can't do so. Goes back out on top to Hall. Right sideline, Daggs. Inside, Lucas. He's double teamed. Puts it up and in anyway. From about 5 feet on the right side of the key. 9, and now the Cornell Big Red have fought back to within 2 points. 13:03 left to go until halftime. Northern Iowa with the basketball. Right side, Meade on the foul line extended. In the circle, Jackson 14 feet away. Takes the drive down the lane. Took steps before he took a dribble.
He found himself so wide open about 13 feet away. I think he should have went up and, pulled the trigger, but he just hesitated, and then he just, was going to drive it on in and travel.
Well, Jerry, the intention was good, at least getting the higher percentage shot, but I really think that he should have, as you said, taken the free shot while he had it. Now Cornell can tie it right here. Lucas 14 feet inside the lane. No good. The rebound with Cornell. Bantam had it taken away by Carmichael. Carmichael lays it up and in. Kenny Bantam retrieving the rebound in his own circle was blindsided by Brett Carmichael, and Carmichael drove it down like a lightning bolt. Now 13-9 in favor of the Panthers.
Boy, Carmichael's quick. That's about his 3rd steal already, and we've only played about 7 minutes.
High post, Kenny Bantam. Left side, they go to Daggs. Daggs being guarded heavily by Carmichael. Inside, they slip it into Lucas. And Lucas, against the glass, drops it in. Count the basket. The foul called against Jay Block of Northern Iowa.
They were overplaying Lucas that time, and he backdoored, and Block came across to help, but he was a little bit too late and picked up the foul.
Our score is now Northern Iowa 13, Cornell 11. 12:15 left to go on the clock. The clock is stopped on the foul, of course. On Jay, that is number 1, team foul number 4 on the Panthers. Lucas misses the free throw, whistle blows, and we'll have a jump ball ruling. And of course, with the new rule, it will go to the team which didn't have it last. And in this case, it's Northern Iowa. They tied on the rebound of the missed foul shot. Well, a correction. They were pointing in Northern Iowa's direction.
Yeah, I think Northern Iowa got the opening tip, and this is the first one since the opening tip.
I hate that new rule. Anyway, Cornell has the ball. Daggs on the right hash mark to Hall between the circles. Hall dribbling. Works the left wing, now throws a cross-court pass to Daggs. Daggs, high post for Bantam. Batter away, back outside to Daggs between the circles. 12 minutes left to go until halftime. Right wing, Bantam takes the lane, puts it up and in! Kenny Bantam has just scored for Cornell. A foul is called against the Northern Iowa basketball player. Let's wait and see who it's on. It is called on Ray Stork of Northern Iowa, his first, team foul number 5. Now into the lineup for the Northern Iowa Panthers, Mike Pianowski, a transfer from Evansville. The foul shot by Bantam, no good. Northern Iowa with the rebound in the person of Jay Block, laying it off to Brent Carmichael. Right wing Meade, low post Pianowski. He's double teamed. Post the shot anyway. It's no good. The rebound brought down by Pianowski. Ripped away from him by Hall. Hall down the line, taking the lane. Drives, waves it up and in. We have a new lead change, 15-13. Cornell on top by 2. Their first lead of the game. It comes with 11:31 remaining in the first half. Now this for AGI. the complexion of this game has changed radically. Northern Iowa had a comfortable lead at 9-4 at one point in this basketball game. They've lost it. It's now 15-13 in favor of Cornell.
I think, just watching, Mike, I think Jim Berry's inserted a couple bigger boys like Pianowski and Storker in there. I think he's going to try and go inside a little bit more now with his size.
Let's see what happens. Stork on a hooker, 7 feet away, right baseline, rolls off the rim. Ball is saved nicely by Lucas. Throws it into Daggs. Daggs and Hall. Takes a couple players out of the way. Back to Daggs. Daggs takes Meade out of the way, but took steps. It's Northern Iowa's basketball. 11:08 remaining until the half. Our score is Cornell 15 and Northern Iowa 13. Here comes Lonnie Meade across the line. Dribbling, standing between the two circles, goes left side to Jay Block. Right wing to Pianowski. Lays it up to Carmichael. Carmichael swoosh from 20. Nobody took it. And Northern Iowa has drawn to within a tie at 15 and 10:46 left to go before the halftime break. This is Hall between the two circles. Hall's dribbling against Meade. Trying the left wing for a pass. Throws cross court to Daggs on the right sideline. Daggs looking inside. Loses control of the dribble. Now gets back control of the dribble and throws it to Mark Hall at the top of the key. Right corner they go now to Bomba. Bomba circles outside on right wing. Cross court pass for Daggs. Daggs takes the lane and gets the shot and gets the basket. It is now 17-15 in favor of Cornell, approaching the 10-minute mark to go in the first half. Brent Carmichael sets play number 1 up. Throws right foul extended to Pianowski. Back to Carmichael. Other side to Block. Pianowski in the far corner. Back out on top to Lonnie Meade. In the lane they go to Ray Stork. Bad pass because he was double teamed, and Cornell has the ball with Daggs.
In all fairness to Stork, he was hammered pretty hard on that pass. I don't know. Official didn't call it, so...
Got to play the ball game. Some calls go your way, others don't. Lucas from 13 feet inside the lane hit. 19-15, Cornell's Big Red leading Northern Iowa by 4. 9:30 left to go until halftime. Lonnie Meade bringing the ball up. In the Drake game, they tried Carley along with Carmichael, but now they're trying Meade along with Carmichael. And Meade on the right wing banks it off the glass and in. You don't see that very often anymore, Jerry. A player who uses the glass that well from that far out.
No, I've seen you and I practice, several times this year, and Meade is a good shooter from the wing, and he really likes to use the bankboard.
19-17, Cornell's lead kept to 2, approaching the 9-minute mark to go in the first half. Daggs on left wing, tries to take the baseline against Carmichael. Carmichael says, forget it, buddy. So Daggs goes on the right side to Bomba. Ball is batted away, recovered by Daggs on the left wing. Passes to Bantam. They work it on the right side with Lucas on the baseline. Circles back outside, top of the key with Daggs. Daggs to Hall. Hall releases a shot from 15 on the left side of the key and hits.
Well, like you said earlier in the broadcast, Mike, Cornell is really patient. They move the ball and make good passes and take their time, and eventually they get the shot they want, and they're shooting a good percentage right now.
Northern Iowa with the basketball down by 4. 8:20 left until halftime. Block in the circle. Foul line extends right side. Pianowski forced the shot with a one-hander. Ball went out the bracket. Recovered by Cornell, and as Hall was driving the right wing on the fast break, he lost control of the dribble off his knee, out of bounds. It's Northern Iowa's basketball. A relatively fortunate break for the Panthers because it could have been a 6-point lead right there, Jerry.
Yes, and I see that Jim Berry just now inserted Tom Carley. I think he's going to try and get some offense from him because the Panthers have stalled a little bit in their shooting.
Dave Carley is now into the ball game, as Jerry said, and he passes to Stork on the high post. Right wing to Block. Block, turn around, jumper is good, and he's got his shoulders square to the basket, fired away, and into the net that ball went. It's 21-19 in favor of Cornell. 7:48 remaining until halftime. Hall drives the right wing, gets the layup, and he just burned the Northern Iowa Panthers that time with his speed. It's another 4-point lead for the Big Red. 7:37 left until halftime. Dave Carley, top of the key, goes high post left side to Ray Stork. Other high post to Jay Block. Now the other high post on the far side to Pianowski. He forced another shot up there, hit the glass. Wouldn't have gone in anyway, but I think he got the foul called against the Cornell player nonetheless.
Yes, he did. He took that ball in there, and he had one thing in mind, and he was going to shoot it. And number 43, Bimba, got in the way and got the foul called on him.
On Brad Bamba, that is foul number 2, team foul number 4 on Cornell. Northern Iowa has 5 team fouls. Our score is Cornell 23 and Northern Iowa 19. 7:27 left until the halftime break. At the line, Mike Pianowski with 2 shots. First one is up. It is good. Michael hitting 55%, averaging 9.6 points per game through 7 games. Looking at the second shot, has it as well. It is now 23-21 in favor of Cornell, and full court pressure applied by the Northern Iowa Panthers. This is Hall. Back to Bamba. Now they're in their own zone, Cornell is. And now they're across the line. And this is Hall. Hall dribbling with his right hand on the foul line, extended left side. Goes to the hash mark with Daggs. Daggs backs off toward the center circle. Right wing to Hall. Between the circles, this is Daggs once again. Left wing, Bamba. Daggs. Right side, Hall. He's free. He shoots. He hits. Talk about patience. They just worked it around the perimeter in that huge triangle. Didn't even try to go inside. Northern Iowa was looking to the left side. They threw to the weak side and got the easy bucket from Hall. It's 25-21 in favor of Cornell. Pianowski loses his handle on the ball at the left high post. It's taken away by Cornell, and this is Daggs walking it up the basketball court. Charlie Brown with the steal. He's a senior for the ball club. He just checked in, and my goodness, he got himself some good brownie points there. As Hall lays off for Bamba on the left corner, 10 feet away. Bamba hits. It's 27-21, the largest lead thus far for the Cornell Big Red, and it comes with about 6:20 to go in the first half. Now Northern Iowa with the basketball. Ray Stork on the high post far side. Goes to Pianowski. Back outside in the circle to Tom Supple, who just checked in. 18-foot shot inside the key, no good. Rebound, whistle, and a foul will be called. Let's wait and see who it's on. I think it's against the Northern Iowa basketball player because the players are starting to walk down to the Cornell end.
Foul on number 41, Ray Stork. That was a good shot. I think Tom found himself so wide open right at the free throw line. He shot it a little bit quick, and Stork got called pushing off on the rebound.
It'll be interesting to give you an analysis when we have time of what happened in Northern Iowa during the course of this first half. They did have a 5-point lead. Now they're down by 6, and all in the space of about 10 minutes as Carley takes the ball away for Northern Iowa. Carley on the right foul line extended, top of the key, Stork. At the head of the circle goes to Tom Supple. Tom Supple tried to set up on a right wing pass, but the ball was taken away on the pass by Hall, and Hall drives down, lays it up, ball rolls off the rim, gets the foul anyway from Supple of Northern Iowa. On Tom Supple, that is foul number 1, and it's team foul number 7 on the Panthers, which means that the Cornell Big Red is in the bonus, but it was a shooting foul anyway, so Hall has 2 shots. 27-21 our score, 5:25 left to go until halftime. First shot is up, it is no good. Rolled around the right side of the rim, hit the heel of the rim, and rolled off to the left side.
I've been impressed. That George Hall, he has really done a fine job probably the last 10 minutes. He's kind of taken over, and I think he's got 4 baskets, and he's taken the ball to basket, and you and I just can't stop his penetration.
Hall right now, unofficially, has 8 points. Make it 9. It is now 28-21, the largest lead that Cornell's had in this basketball game, and it comes with 5:25 remaining until halftime. Here come the Northern Iowa Panthers with Dave Carley working on the left wing, tried to force a pass on the bounce to Tom Supple. Ball was kicked out of bounds by Lucas of Cornell, and the Panthers retain on the far side.
Yeah, Jim Berry's got Herbert King in there now, and he's got Carmichael back in. I think he's went to a little smaller lineup trying to get a little more quickness in there.
Dave Carley thought about penetrating the lane. Now does so, takes the fake and lays it into Jay Block, who puts it up and in. Dave Carley stopped from about 14 feet, hits Jay Block, who is breaking in from the baseline left side, and Jay Block lays it up and in. The deficit has been reduced to 5. It's Cornell 28, Northern Iowa 23, 4:55 remaining until halftime in this basketball game. This is Hall between the circles, dribbling with his left hand, trying to force Carley out of the way. Has the baseline, tried to force the shot, goes back outside, wouldn't take the shot, almost thought about doing it though, to Daggs. Inside, tries to pass for Brown, and Brown on a little turnaround jumper from about 7 feet away on the low post left side. Hits it. It's 30-23 in favor of Cornell. Northern Iowa with the basketball in the person of Jay Block. Goes to Herb King, right high post. Here's shot from 50, no good. Block on the rebound, lays it up and in. Jay Block playing aggressive basketball underneath both boards tonight, Jerry.
Yes, he is. He got a nice offensive rebound. King took it in there, drove in, took a poor percentage shot, and luckily Jay Block was there to get the rebound and put it back in.
Cornell with the ball in a 5-point lead. Hall at the head of the key. Switches hands on the dribble and throws it right through the hoop 14 feet away in the lane. It's now 32-25. Northern Iowa with the basketball down by 7. Block at the head of the circle. Looks right foul on extended for King. Has it. Other high post to Supple. Carmichael backs off and takes Dags out of the way and hits from about 14 feet on the right side of the key using the glass nicely. And it's now 32-27 in favor of Cornell. 3:27 left to go until halftime, and the Big Red from Ithaca, New York with the basketball. Left wing, Brad Bama from Bloomington, Indiana. Tries to go outside, cross-court pass for Lucas, and Lucas driving the baseline. Draws the foul from Tom Supple. It looked to me as if Supple was just standing there on the low post, and maybe Lucas charged into him. But
from my angle, it looked a little bit that way, too. I thought Tom had pretty good position, and his shoulder went right in Tom's chest, and to me that's, it's a judgment call, and obviously the official's closer to it than you and I are.
So we'll defer to them. And on Tom Supple, that is foul number 2. As we say, the Cornell Big Red is in the bonus. And stepping to the line for the Big Red from Ithaca, New York, Mike Lucas, a 6'7" senior from Detroit. He's averaging 11.4 points. He's the leading scorer, but he missed the free throw, and down with the rebound, Herb King for Northern Iowa. And they're quickly into their own zone. King tries a shot from 15 feet on the left side of the key. It's no good. The rebound brought down by Dags, only a 5'10" player from Cornell. He lays it off right side to Tryon, who has checked back into the ball game for the first time in a long time. Works the right sideline. Ball taken away by Carmichael. Carmichael working one-on-one, lays it up, and it's no good. Block taps it up and in. Terrific comeback by the Northern Iowa Panthers in the last 2.5 minutes, and they have that deficit reduced to 3 points. It was once 7. 32-29, Cornell by 3. 2:30 left to go in the first half. Cornell working the ball outside once again with Tryon. Left side, Lucas left free from 10 feet away on the baseline. It's no good. Jay Block of Ankeny, Iowa. Cleans the boards once again. Carly, bounce pass, low post to Meade on the near side. It's knocked out of bounds by Tryon of Cornell, but Northern Iowa keeps underneath its own basket. Marvelous quick comeback by the Panthers, Jerry.
It really was. Jay Block is just doing a tremendous job. He's getting the offensive rebounds on one end and putting them back up, and he's picked off 3 or 4 defensive rebounds on the other end.
Inbounds pass. Meade going to Carmichael on the right wing. It was knocked out of bounds by Dags, and once again, the Northern Iowa Panthers will inbound from the spot where the ball was knocked out. Dave Carley with the basketball between the circles. 2:09 left to go until halftime. The Panthers down by 3 against Cornell. High post, Herb King throws it right side to Meade. Meade driving the basket. Forced the shot up too high against the glass. The rebound down by Cornell. Here comes Dags in the left backcourt. Throws left baseline to Lucas. Takes the baseline. Knocked away by King. Great rejection. The ball flies out of bounds. Cornell keeps, but great defensive play by the big guy from Waterloo. And a foul, too, assessed against Herb King, I'm afraid.
No, I think that went against Lonnie Meade. Lonnie Meade got him on the drive, and then Herbert King came across to help out, and he rejected the ball. I don't think he fouled him, but I think Lonnie got him on the drive.
And that is correct. Lonnie Meade assessed the foul. Number 2 on Lonnie. And it's a 2-shot foul with Lucas going to the line. Hits the first one, 33-29, Cornell by 4. Second shot up, it's good as well. 34-29, Cornell by 5 points. Yeah, Meade was around there. I didn't see that contact. I was so caught up in Herb King's great rejection of Lucas's shot that I entirely missed the contact. I'm glad you were there to pick it up, Jerry. Northern Iowa with the basketball in the person of Lonnie Meade. Drives the right lane. Ball is stripped away from him. A whistle blows, and I believe that we might have a foul called here, or it might be just simply an out-of-bounds play, as the ball did roll out of bounds on the blocked shot.
Yeah, I think it was an out-of-bounds.
And Meade inbounds it from underneath his own basket. Right wing to Carmichael. They work the other side with Jay Block on the foul line extended. Cross-court pass, Meade from 25. Yeah! Lonnie Meade has reduced that Cornell lead to 34-31. Meade with 8 points in the basketball game tonight. Here's Dags on the far backcourt. Hits the high post Bantam. Inside it goes to Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown, 5-foot shot inside the lane. No good. Draws the foul from a Northern Iowa player, however.
Lonnie Meade picked up his 3rd foul there. He wasn't his man, but he came across to help out when he got it deep inside and, picked up a costly foul there.
It is his third, and let's see what Jim Berry wants to do. He is up. He's looking down his bench, and then he sits, and it's on his mind, but I don't know if Jim really wants to replace Lonnie as of yet. Meanwhile, the foul shot by Charlie Brown is missed. Our score remains 34 for Cornell and 31 for the University of Northern Iowa. Second shot good, however. It is now 35-31 in favor of Cornell. Full court pressure applied by Cornell. Quickly they back off. Here's Carly across the line in the near backcourt for the University of Northern Iowa. Left side, Meade reverses the dribble, shovels it outside to Herb King. Right side, Carly tries a shot from 20, and once again it goes in. First Meade, now Carly throws out the same spot. It's 35-33, Cornell by 2 points, and we're under a minute to go in the first half. Daggs takes the baseline against Carmichael. Double teamed, throws it back outside, trying to hit Lucas. King all over him. And no foul called, fortunately. Just good defensive play by Herb King. Cornell still keeps with Benham throwing inside to Lucas. King once again rejects the shot. Carmichael picks the ball up. 22 seconds left to go in the first half. Left side, King takes it, puts it up, and no good. The whistle blows, and the ball just wouldn't fall through the hoop. My goodness, we've got some exciting basketball going on here, Jerry.
Made a great defensive play. He came across to help out and rejected beautifully, took it down the other end, got the pass, and drove baseline and got called for an offensive charge. Too bad.
35-33 is our score. Cornell by 2 points. 17 seconds left to go in the first half. On Herb, that's foul number 1. That's fortunate because Herb's been playing better defensively this evening than offensively. So far, Herb King in this basketball game has not scored. And the foul shot is missed by Benham. The rebound comes down to Northern Iowa. This is Brent Carmichael with 9 seconds. Left side, Chicken Jackson. Inside, King in triple trouble. It's no good. The rebound brought down by Hall. Taken away by Carmichael. He can't get his shot away. And the foul is called as Carmichael was not given upright position underneath the basket by Benham. 1 second left on that big scoreboard clock. Brent Carmichael could not stand up, Jerry. A correct call was made.
Yes, it was. Carmichael stole another pass. I think that must be about his 5th or 6th steal tonight. And, the foul was charged to George Hall. He struck a knee into him as Carmichael tried to get out of the double team.
Carly forces the shot up. It was an inbound play with Jay Rock getting it to George Carly on the right wing. It was nothing to do with Duke and Carly. Put it up and in. Now they throw the basket. Will count. The basket will count. Oh, my. But Barry is angry. He is talking to one of the referees as they walk out of this arena. I thought the shot was taken at the time the buzzer was sounded, Jerry. That's the way it looked to me. It looked legitimate.
There was 1 second on the clock, and you and I had it out of bounds underneath their basket, and all they did was just throw it in, and the guy caught it. Carly went up and shot it immediately. The official must have ruled that it didn't leave his hand, but, with 1 second, there's a possibility of maybe 2 seconds. So, they're still talking about it. I don't know.
They counted it! They counted the basket! It's now 35-35. A fantastic finish by the Northern Iowa Panthers in the first half, leading 9-4 early on, falling behind by 7. They've drawn to within a tie, and that's what we're talking about when we say this Northern Iowa basketball team just improves game by game by game. Now this for American Federal. Coming up right now, the head coach for the University of Nebraska, Mo Iba. His team won 63-47. Jerry, go ahead and just keep your headphones on there. Mo, glad to have you up in our WHO Sports Radio booth for this evening. And you won by a score of 63-47 tonight. Were you satisfied with the win?
Well, I thought we played well defensively. Offensively, we played in spurts. We played maybe for 10 minutes, and then we'd let off. And we'd lost 2 tough ball games, and it was a good win for our basketball team because of coming back and winning a game, on a neutral floor, but on the road. We've been on the road a lot, and I was very happy for our players that we won the ball game and had a chance to play for the championship.
Yes, Coach Iba, I was, talked to you a little bit after the game. You said that the one thing you didn't were pleased with was your rebounding. How did you come out with the stats on the rebounding?
Well, we were only beating 1 rebound, but we didn't go after the basketball on the offensive board very well, and we went after the ball, but we won't go in there and get it and bring it to us. And our basketball team's so small that we have to fight so hard or bounce so hard on the board every night that it's very important for us to get a few offensive rebounds and also hold our own on our defensive rebounds.
I have to say that Jack Moore played a very good game for you this evening, Coach. Jack's from Muncie, Indiana, and people around the Midwest know that Indiana is a hotbed for basketball. This evening, by far, your leading scorer.
Well, Jack's a fine basketball player, and it's a situation if we can handle the basketball and get him in a position to get fouled or get the jump shot changed to the end of the floor, he usually gets it down, and he's a very good free thrower.
I noticed late in the ball game when you run your delay game, you kept the ball in his hands quite a bit. What's the reason for that?
Well, we didn't keep it in as much as I'd like. We passed him up a couple of times. We give him the basketball late in the ball game. If they foul him, you know, that's our game, because if they foul him, then we've got an excellent chance to hit both free throws and come out of it with 2 points. And we want it in his hands as much as we possibly can.
Mo, as you're looking at this Cornell Northern Iowa basketball game this evening, tied at 35 by some miraculous shot by Dave Curley about 20 feet away, what do you see in each team?
Northern Iowa, I think, got an excellent team. They played a lot of people in the first half, and their guards seem to shoot the ball very well, and their their postman number 40 is an excellent. He really hustles around the board.
Dave Watt.
And then the other ball club does an excellent job of picking on the baseline and freeing people up. And right now, because they're at home, I'd have to give Northern Iowa maybe an advantage in the second half, but Cornell has played them very well in the first half.
Yes, I was very impressed with both teams. What impressed me, I've seen several college games this year, but yourself too, a lot of man-to-man defense out here tonight.
Well, it's really funny. We went into the season thinking we were going to see a lot of zone, and we haven't seen near as much as we do, but when we get in our league, we're going to see a lot of zone.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because one reason, K-State's a zone team, Kansas is a zone team, and Missouri and us are probably the only man-to-man team, maybe Oklahoma State in our conference, and everybody else, they mix it up, man-to-man and zone. So we'll see a lot in our conference.
Coach Ibis, we're going over the state with this broadcast. Why don't you give us a little evaluation of the Big 8 for this season?
Well, the Big 8 conference, I think, probably as tough as it's ever been before. Missouri has got great personnel. K-State's got an excellent basketball team. Oklahoma State's got a good team. I think that the surprise in the league probably is Kansas. Kansas is playing really well. Oklahoma's only lost one ball game. Colorado is playing excellent basketball. They beat Vegas in their tournament. And so everybody in our conference seems to be playing very well. And Iowa State, which is in the league, they have got a good basketball team. They played a lot of teams they will be good in our conference before it's over.
Yeah, you just mentioned the fact that some of the upsets which have occurred here. Kansas State beat Minnesota last week. Kansas almost knocked off Kentucky. Missouri, year in, year out, is very, very good. And later on tonight, by the way, they will be playing USC in the final one of those tournaments being held out there. So Big 8 basketball seems to be, at least for this year, including your team too, of course, Coach, seems to be on the rise. It's not, I wouldn't say team for team as good as the Big 10, but hey, it's nothing to sneeze at either.
Well, I think the Big 10 has got excellent basketball, and I think that they, over the, let's say, last year, probably was the best conference in the country. I think our basketball is getting close to the Big 10, and I think our top teams in our conference, I definitely think could compete or play against the top teams in the Big 10. I think Missouri is probably one of the best 5 teams in the country.
Yes, I agree. I seen a couple of those teams play on TV myself. But getting back to tonight's game, Mo, you stayed with a man-to-man defense the whole ball game, and as I mentioned going on the air, it's almost a clinic out here just to watch your kids play defense. They overplay the wing. They just deny the ball inside, and really your biggest kid is what, 6'5", 6'6"?
Well, yeah, Shoecraft is 6'6", I guess, if you stretch him, and Leonard is 6'6", and at times tonight we had a 6'4.5" postman, but we have to play that way, and they've done an excellent job up to now, and I'm really very pleased with them.
Also, Coach, I noticed that your offense is just something to behold. Nobody's ever standing still out there for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Everybody is moving out there, either going toward the ball for a pass or setting a screen for somebody else to free them up to get a pass.
Well, that's the only way we can play. We've got to play together, and we don't really care who shoots the ball. Andy Johnson and Kenny Walton both had a very poor night shooting the basketball, and they're much better shooters than that. And I think it's a situation where we don't care who shoots it, just the man that comes open shoots the ball, and we feel like all of our kids shoot the basketball.
Yeah, you talk about the shooting. I see Craig Downing was 6 for 8, and I bet at least 4 of those baskets came on that back door with the lob pass up and the slam dunk. That's impressive.
Well, we set him up in a couple of different ways to get him the basketball, and the only thing, we only got one guy that can pass him the ball, and that's Moore. And so when we get in our league, he'll probably take it away from us a little bit more than these other teams that haven't seen us play as much, but it really helps our offense.
But from the first half to the second half, a great variance in your shooting percentage from the floor. 57% in the first half, only 40% in the second half, for a grand total of 49% for the game. What was the difference between your shooting in the first half
Well, we
and the
just
second
missed
half?
some open shots, I thought, in the second half, and I thought that maybe our offense started standing around a little bit, and we didn't execute quite as well. But I was very happy with our performance, and very happy for our basketball team that they could win.
So you're in the Holiday Tournament Classic Final now, going up against either Cornell or Northern Iowa. I hate to use the old cliche questions, but I guess I will. Which team would you rather face?
Well, I don't know which one you'd rather face. Since it's Northern Iowa's home floor, I guess I'd rather play Cornell.
Oh, yeah. Well, you better watch it, though, Coach, because they're named the Big Red just like you people are.
Oh, I know. It doesn't matter who we play. Both teams are very good basketball teams, but we're just happy to be there.
Well, I'm the coach of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
The drive that you and I had against Drake, the front line, Meade, Block, and Herb King. Basketball underway. Northern Iowa takes it to start the second half. King on the left high post, throws other high post to Jay Block. Bounce pass left side to Carly, 15-foot shot. Good! And Northern Iowa takes the lead, 37-35, 19:44 left to go in our basketball game. Cornell with the basketball now, and this is Hall. Just crosses the center circle, being guarded by Dave Carly. Left wing it goes to Bamba. Bamba with a pained expression on his face as he couldn't find the pass inside. Now has Banham, and Banham, turnaround jumper left side of the key, 10 feet away, falls in there softly, used the glass nicely. It's now 37-37, approaching the 19-minute mark to go in the basketball game. Northern Iowa now on the attack with Herb King on the left high post. Other high post to Lonnie Meade, drives the lane, thinks about the shot, won't take it, throws it back outside to Dave Carly. Right side, Brent Carmichael takes Dags out of the way, takes the right side of the lane and puts it up and in.
Nice move. He got the ball up there at the free throw line, gave a nice fake, and drove right into the layup.
It is now 39-37 in favor of Northern Iowa. Dags between the circles on a pass on the right wing for Bamba, knocked out of bounds by Jay Block of Northern Iowa, and the Cornell Big Red will inbound it at that point.
Both teams come out this half and straight man-to-man. UNI hasn't went to his zone yet.
Dags in the circle, now backs off. He's near the left hash mark. Carly guarding him. Dags stops. High post pass for Banham. Drives the lane. Double teamed. And the foul will be called against Northern Iowa. Good call, even though it was Bantam who knocked down Lonnie Meade, because Lonnie Meade was moving with Bantam at the time of the foul. On Lonnie, that's number 4, team foul number 1 called on Northern Iowa. And Cornell has no team fouls to start this second half. 18:35 left to go in the basketball game. Lonnie Meade sitting down. Dwayne Chicken Jackson has checked back into the ball game for the Panthers. Cornell with the basketball. This is Dags between the circles. Go ahead, Jerry.
That's going to hurt him. They need Lonnie Meade in there because he's one kid that can shoot that ball from 15, 17 feet out there.
Once again, they work it around the perimeter. Cross-court pass. Hall going on the other side for Bamba on the hash mark. Knocked out once again by Jay Block. And if you had to select a player, give out a 3-star, 2-star, 1-star award system, why, I'd say that your number 1 star would have to be Jay Block from Ankeny, Iowa. Anyway, Cornell has the basketball. Dags on the left wing, looking for Bamba, has him there on the sideline. Back outside to Dags. Right foul on extended. This is Hall with the basketball, being dogged by Brent Carmichael. They try a baseline pass inside, with Lucas driving the baseline, putting a shot up, and having the ball tied up by Herb King. Lucas thought he had the shot delayed just a little bit. Enough time for Herb King to tie up Lucas of Cornell. And, of course, on the alternating jump ball rule, try and wait and see who has the ball next on the right. So the right to belong to Cornell, and inbounding the ball is Bamba. Gets it between the circles to Hall. Hall says, let's clear out the right side, boys. I'm going to try a weak side pass, and let's see if they do eventually. Bamba, 17 feet away on the right side of the key, tries the shot and hits. Didn't need to work the right side or the weak side. They just had the open shot. It's now 39-39. 17:37 left to go in our basketball game from the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Northern Iowa with the ball, trying to break the tie. Chicken Jackson at the head of the circle. Left high post to Herb King, other high post to Carmichael. He's free. It's no good. Rebound block tied up. The ball belongs to Northern Iowa.
Well, there's Jay Block on that offensive board again. He had it. 34, came over and reached over top. Didn't foul him, but, tied him up. It's going to be UNI's ball out of bounds.
They're trying to break the tie, the Panthers are, and inbounding will be Dave Carley. Dave Carley gets it to Brent Carmichael. Head of the circle, Jackson. High post left side to Jay Block. Jay Block circles out on the dribble. Looking right side. Won't go there. Now he tries the left side and has Carley on the wing. Back outside to Block. Next to him, Herb King way on the outside. High post left side or the near side is Carley. Other high post to Jackson. Now they try to drive the lane with Brent Carmichael. Lays a pass in underneath for Jay Block, and Jay Block is hammered as he was going up with the shot.
Well, it was a nice assist there by Carmichael, but Jay Block is underneath the basket too far and shot it right up underneath. But he got fouled by, I think, number 43.
You're right, Jerry. It's on Brad Bamba, sophomore forward from Bloomington, Indiana. On Bamba, that's number 3, I believe. That might be the first Cornell player to pick up 3 fouls. Is on the inbound pass. Nobody picked up Carmichael underneath the basket, and it's now Northern Iowa 41 and Cornell 39. 16:37 left to go in our basketball game. Herb King has the ball on the steal, lays it off for Carmichael. Carmichael stops the foul line, throws it to Herb King on the hash mark, loses control, recovered by Carley in the far back court, and the Panthers try to set it up and go up maybe by 4 points. Dwayne Chicken Jackson on the right baseline, triple team, lays it off for Herb King, who throws down the lane, anticipating the pound. It's 43-39 in favor of Northern Iowa. 16:19 left to go in our basketball game. The Cornell Big Red wants a timeout. Now this for Northwestern Bell. And before we go back to the game and discuss it, Northwestern Bell would like to remind you of some ways to save money on long distance. We all know, of course, that long distance can be a lot of fun. It feels good to talk to close friends and relatives, even if they're far away. There are some things to keep in mind while you're keeping in touch, of course. First, dial the call direct without operator assistance. It's quicker, it's easier, and a lot cheaper for you than going through the operator. Second, the time you place your calls can make a big difference in the cost of the call. Evening and weekend rates are discounted. Between 5 and 11 p.m. on weekdays, you save 35%. On calls you dial direct. You save 60% after 11 p.m. weekdays and on weekends until 5 p.m. on Sunday. So with savings like this, you can talk a lot longer for less money. Long distance is still a bargain with Northwestern Bell. Our sponsors of Northern Iowa, Iowa basketball on WHO Sports Radio are Northwestern Bell, the Peaster Stations, AGI, and American Federal Savings and Loan. Our score, 43-39, Northern Iowa by 4, 16-19 left to go in the game. Jerry, what has Northern Iowa done to put themselves back on top?
You know, Mike, I think you and I'd be good coaches. Just like we talked at halftime, the two things they need to do is get a little stronger and a more aggressive man-to-man. They've made a couple steals now, and they got the ball inside a couple times. King made a layup, and, it's made a difference in the ball game in the second half.
And as we were talking, Lucas takes 3 underneath, lays it up and in on the easy bunny basket. It's 43-31, crossing the 16-minute barrier. Northern Iowa with the basketball, and they are up by 2 points. I'll leave the coaching to you, Jerry. Top of the key, Herb King, left side, Jackson free, and he misses with the shot, bounces high off the bracket. A foul called on the attempted rebound. Nobody had control of the basketball, and it will be a foul, I believe, on a Northern Iowa player, maybe?
Herbert King, I think, picked that up, pushing off on the rebound.
Yes, that is correct. It is on Herb King, his second, team foul number 2 on Northern Iowa. Cornell has 1, and Cornell with the basketball and a chance to tie the game at 43. They're down by 2 right now. This is Jags in their backcourt, being guarded by Carmichael. Between the circles with Hose left side, reverse pivot, now throws it on the far sideline to Bamba, back outside to Hall. On the high post, Lucas, a shot, it is no good. The rebound, a whistle, and a foul called on a Cornell player.
I think that was on number 43, Bamba. If it is, it's his fourth foul.
4-3, indeed it is, Jerry. It's his fourth. Let's see what Coach Miller of Cornell decides to do here with 15:23 remaining in our basket, to be putting somebody else in. Meanwhile, Northern Iowa with the basketball. Carley shuffles it to Herb King on the left high post. Other high post far side to block. Carly left free from 25 feet on the right wing, and he hit just about the same kind of shot he hit near the end of the first half to tie the game at 35. Dave Carly is deadly out there. It is now 45-41 Northern Iowa. 14:55 left to go in the basketball game. Lucas baseline left side 17. No. Rebound. A whistle and a foul called. I believe it's on Bumba once again, and he's out of the ball game.
It's too bad. I had Scotty Brown sitting on the sideline to come in for Bumba, and on that shot, he went over his back. It was an obvious foul, and that's his fifth foul.
Well, Bumba retires for the evening with 6 total points. He was the second leading scorer for the Cornell team with 9.2 points. So a big break for the Northern Iowa Panthers, getting Bumba from Bloomington, Indiana, out of that lineup.
As I said earlier, it's a shame because they had the substitute sitting at the scorer's bench. He just didn't get in. There wasn't a break in the action until then.
So here comes Northern Iowa, leading by 4 points. 14:47 left to go in the basketball game. Carmichael goes high post to Herb King far side. Near high post to Blaine Chicken Jackson. Carly inside, drops it off on a baseline pass to Carmichael, and he hits on the shot. Count the basket, and a foul will be called underneath. Great anticipation by Dave Carly, driving the lane and shooting it off on the left baseline for Dave Carly. Count the basket. Foul called, however, on a Northern Iowa player, Herb King, his third. Team foul number 3 on the Panthers, 3 also on the Cornell team. So at least the basket is received with the foul. Herb King with a great block shot of Lucas. Lucas about 12 feet away from the basket in the lane. His shot was blocked. A foul called, I believe, as Lucas tried to regain control of the basketball. We'll wait and see if that call is correct.
I believe they called that on 31, who is Charlie Brown.
And that is 1 foul on Brown. Team foul number 3, it says on the scoreboard. There should be 4 probably for Cornell. Now Herb King, 12 feet away, drives the right side of the lane. No good, but Jackson Burrows with the rebound in the lane, 5 feet away. 49-41, 14:05 left to go in the basketball game. Northern Iowa by 8 points. Their largest lead of the game. They were down at one point in the first half by 7. Now they lead by 8. Cornell with the basketball. Dags on the left sideline. Shuffles the pass into Bannon in the lane. His shot from 5. It's no good. The rebound brought down by Northern Iowa. This is Carmichael. Bounce pass right wing to Carly. Low post Jackson on the far side. Trying to force something. Loses the ball. Goes out of bounds. And it's retained by Northern Iowa. I think Jackson was trying to turn around, get a shot off despite the double trouble. And fortunately for Northern Iowa, the ball bounced off a Cornell player, and Northern Iowa will keep underneath its own basket. Inbounding, they get it to Jackson, 18 feet away. Top of the key, no good. Follows from 15, it's no good. And the rebound brought down by a Cornell player, and a foul will be called. Bannon had the rebound, but he was attacked from behind by a Panther. And that foul is called on Jackson of Northern Iowa. His third, team foul number 4 on the Northern Iowa Panthers.
He's kind of out of frustration. He had the shot, the offensive rebound, the shot, and then he just fouled.
And Lucas hits on the right wing to make the score 49-43 in favor of Northern Iowa. Now the Panthers with the ball, looking to increase that lead to tie their highest margin of the game so far. Jackson on the left high post. Other high post far side to Brent Carmichael. Now Carly comes out on the near high post. He shoots and hits. Great way to work the rotation out there as they were bringing players down from the wing to take the ball at the high post, either the left high post or the right high post. And it worked as Carly hits a turnaround jumper to make it 51-43. Cornell says, wait a minute, we need a timeout to discuss the situation. 12:55 left to go in the basketball game. Northern Iowa by 8. Now this for Pittsburgh. back at the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa on WHO Des Moines. Our score is Northern Iowa 51 and Cornell of the Ivy League 43. 12:55 left to go in the basketball game. Cornell called a timeout after Carley of Northern Iowa hit a jump shot 15 feet on the left side of the key. Now Cornell on the attack. They're trying to reduce that deficit. They were once up by 7 points in the first half, find themselves down by 8. Charlie Brown, top of the key, goes right side to Hall. Alley-oop pass inside to Bantam, and Bantam puts it in. 51-45, Northern Iowa by 6 points. Here's Dave Carley between the circles. Right hash marked to Jay Block. Jay Block moves it left wing to Herb King. Herb King drives in, shot rejected nicely by Bantam, falls out of bounds. The ball belongs to the University of Northern Iowa. So Herb King getting a little taste of the own treatment that he distributed to some of those Cornell people when they tried to go inside.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play by Ken Bantam. He came across and helped out and rejected the shot.
Northern Iowa with the basketball. Carley on the near wing. Throws inside to Herb King. Wasn't expecting the pass. Triple teamed. Forward pivot. Gets himself in trouble, but I think has drawn the foul anyway from the Cornell player. I thought it was going to be a jump ball call, but it's a foul called on a Cornell player. The foul is called on Daggs, left Daggs of Cornell. And on Daggs, that's his first, team foul number 4 on the Cornell Panthers. On the Cornell Big Red, I should say. Dave Carley on the inbound pass on the wing. Throwing a pass low post to Herb King. Herb King was flashed across the wrist by a Cornell player. Let's see who this one is on. It's on Charlie Brown. On Brown, that is number 2. Team foul number 5 on Cornell. Team foul is now standing at 5-4. Advantage to Northern Iowa. Jay Block with the basketball, tried to hit Dave Carley as he was cutting outside from the low post to the right wing on a pass, but he slipped and fell, and Block's pass goes out of bounds. It belongs to Cornell. Here come the Big Red. Chance to go down by 4 points to these vastly improved Northern Iowa Panthers, getting better game by game. Brown, high post, left side to Hall. Top of the key. Brown once again, foul on extended near side. This is Staggs. Left side to Brown. Inside to Lucas. The shot is up. It's rejected by Herb King, but on its downward arc, counts the basket. It's now 51-47. Credit Lucas with 2 points.
That definitely was goaltending. He came across and the ball was definitely coming down the basket when he blocked it away.
Unofficially, Lucas, the leading scorer in the basketball game so far, he has 16. 51-47 in favor of Northern Iowa. Block on the left high post, goes to Carley on the right high post, back to Carmichael on the left high post. He shot no good. Rebound brought down by Lucas. Lays it off for Daggs. Daggs between the circles. 11-18 left to go in our basketball game. 51-47. UNI leading Cornell. Daggs throws an alley-oop pass into Lucas. Contact, no foul called. Carley comes up with the rebound. Coach Miller of Cornell is flaming red mad. Herb King, left wing, shot fired. It's no good against the heel of the rim. The rebound comes down to Cornell. Hall has the basketball, throws it up. As we said they would in their pregame, they don't like to fast break very often. This is Bantam on the left wing, looking outside for a pass. Now takes a shot. It's an air ball. Dwayne Chicken-Jackson down with the rebound, and he hands it off to Brent Carmichael. Carmichael across the line, working in the near backcourt. Motions for Carley to come outside. Gets Jackson on the left foul unextended. Right high post, it goes to Herb King. Left wing, Jay Block of Ankeny, Iowa. Lots of contact away from the pillar of Cornell once called. No whistle. Play continues with Jackson on the left high post. Right backcourt to Carley. Left wing, Carmichael fakes left, drives right, and shuffled his feet.
You know, Mike, I think Cornell has got a little more aggressive on defense. They were giving up that 15-foot jump shot in their shuffle offense that UNI was running, but now they're coming up there and they're denying that shot. And UNI just has to be a little more patient. They'll get the shot if they run through their offense a few more times.
Dave Carley sits down for Northern Iowa. So far, Carley in the game with 10 points. Good offensive production. But he'll sit down, and Todd Supple has come in for the Northern Iowa Panthers. Todd from Iowa City, Iowa. Cornell with the basketball. Hall on the foul unextended near side. Throws it between the circles for Daggs. Top of the circle, Brown, and inside they find Benton for the easy stop. 51-49. The lead has been reduced to a couple of points. It was once 8 at 14:05. Now about 5 minutes later, it is down to a 2-point basketball game. Block with the ball. at the head of the circle. Right side to Stork. Head of the circle, Supel. Right wing, Brent Carmichael. Medium post, Stork. A hook shot, no good. Ball bounces outside, tapped out there by Stork, recovered by Carmichael, throws it out to Dwayne Chicken Jackson. His shot is no good, but he draws the foul anyway from Lucas as Jackson's arm was impeded as he was going up for the shot.
That's Lucas' first foul of the night. He's played every minute of the ball game so far.
Lucas, a very good overall player. So far unofficially has 14 points. Now Dwayne Chicken Jackson stepping to the line for the Northern Iowa Panthers. Jackson so far in the basketball game has 5, make it 6, 52-49 in favor of Northern Iowa. Jackson has another one coming up since he was fouled in the act of shooting. The shot is up. It is no good. Bounces off the heel of the rim. The rebound brought down by Cornell. And here comes the Cornell Big Red, looking to reduce the deficit to 1 point. This is Hall in the near backcourt. Throws cross court on the far backcourt for Daggs. Near backcourt, Hall. They find Lucas underneath once again. He lays it up and in. First time Bannon. Now Lucas underneath. Gets the easy layup. It's a 1-point basketball game. 52-51 Northern Iowa by just 1 slim point. And Jay Block motions toward one of the referees for a timeout. 52 Northern Iowa, 51 Cornell. 8:50 left to go in the basketball game from the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Now this for AGI. Well, they are calling a lot of fouls. And we return to the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Jerry Slykehouse, it's now a 1-point basketball game, and just, about 6 minutes ago, it was an 8-point basketball game for the Northern Iowa Panthers. What's happened?
Well, I think you and I have taken some, little poor shot selection. They had the 8-point lead, and I think they felt like things were going their way, and it was, but they come down and hurried up 3 or 4 shots, and on the other hand, Cornell took the ball down the other end and worked the ball well, and I think they got 3 layups in a row, and one of them was a slam dunk, and, right away they're back to a 1-2-point ball game.
Northern Iowa with the ball. They need points here. Jackson in the near corner. Throws it back outside to Jay Block. Jay Block circles at the head of the key now. Supel lays it off for him. Now Carmichael at the right high post. Left high post to Jay Block as they work that offense. Ray Stork breaks in on the baseline. Has the shot. And a foul should be called here. If not, a basket on the goaltending call. Northern Iowa will not get the basket, but Ray Stork will get 2 shots. And the Northern Iowa fans in this Unidome are booing because they thought Ray Stork's shot was on its downward flight. Jim Berry protesting to no avail.
I think I have to agree with Jim Berry. From here, it looked like that ball might have been on the rim when he knocked the ball away, but they charge number 10, I think, with a foul before the
foul is called for the foul for Cornell, his first. Northern Iowa into the bonus, but this was a 2-shot foul, so Ray Stork has 2. It's the first of his 2 shots. It's now 53-51, so Northern Iowa, as it turns out, will get points on this possession. Here comes the second shot. He eyes it. He flies it. He hits it. 54-51, Northern Iowa by 3 points. Jim Berry still protesting